Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you can't get into Navy Federal Credit Union, okay, I'm going to tell you that Chevron Federal Credit Union, you may want to seriously consider, all right? Now, please understand why they have a little more leverage than Navy Federal. And let me explain to you. First, when you need a personal loan, they'll qualify you for a personal loan. And once you get that personal loan, you do not have to make a payment for 90 days. Okay? So where, with Navy Federal is when you get approved for a loan, that's if you get approved for a loan, because a lot of people, they may have perfect credit scores. However, they may not have a long enough relationship with Navy Federal, and they may not want to give them a loan. All right. So that's the reason why I'm telling you that Chevron Federal Credit Union may be your best bet. Not only because they give you 90 days to make a payment on your loan, they also allow you to leverage where you have a line of credit. Navy Federal does not give you a line of credit. And this is huge. And the reason it's huge is because with the line of credit, they only charge you interest on what you actually use, okay? And so Navy Federal, they used to offer a line of credit. I think they still offer like maybe that little checking account, that overdraft protection line of credit, but not a large amount, right? I think it probably go up to maybe $1,500 or $2,000. I know it's not a lot that they actually give you for their overdraft line of credit. However, with Chevron, they actually give you a real line of credit. Now, for their lines of credit as well as their personal loans, they only go up to $25,000. All right. However, the good part about this, you can double, triple dip. So what I mean by that is that once you join them, okay, that inquiry that they're actually going to pull, you can use that same inquiry within 30 days to get multiple products, okay? So that's just one inquiry, and getting 2 to 3 different products is why they have a little more leverage than Navy Federal as well, okay? Without getting a hard pull. Because with Navy Federal, like if you get a credit card, and then you apply for a loan, then what ends up happening, it's a separate inquiry. Now, the interesting thing about Chevron is that, like with their credit cards, this is another thing, that they do not issue their credit cards in-house, all right? So what that means, they go over to Elon Financial. Now, many of us that are familiar in the credit game, we know that Elon Financial, they use a FICO 9 scoring, all right? And one of the best credit cards that beats the Navy Federal Platinum credit card is with the Chevron Platinum credit card. The reason is because this here credit card that they issue gives you 21 months of no interest on purchases and balance transfers, okay? That's huge. So you being able to transfer the balance from that credit card over into your checking account and not paying any interest on that account for 21 months, that's a lot. That's almost 2 years, okay? So that's the reason why they stand out so much. Now, something that people may get confused. You know how you go to the gas station and you may see a Chevron, they offer the Chevron Texaco card. Now, that gas card is not associated with the Chevron Credit Union, okay? So I know some people may have that card already and they think, well, am I already in the credit union? No, that did not get you in the credit union. That's a separate card that's issued through Synchrony Bank. Now, the interesting thing about that card that's issued through Synchrony Bank, that Chevron card that's issued through Synchrony Bank, is that to my understanding, it used to be, and they probably still do it, where they would allow you to get cash back from that card, okay, it's up to 20% of whatever your balance is. So if you have a $500 balance, they let you get 20% of it. All right. Now, at the same time, there's two cards, okay? So you have to also remember that there's the Visa and the regular store card, okay? So with the regular store card, if you're in the gas station or whatever and they offer Visa gift cards, you may be able to leverage that and get Visa gift cards using your store card. All right. Now, somebody, if you're still looking at this video, let me know in the comments, have you ever leveraged your gas card to get Visa gift cards? Okay. Now, I've seen it before. Rite Aid went out of business. I had an associate, he used his JCPenney card to go to Rite Aid to get Visa gift cards, all right? So that's the reason I'm saying it's a lot of tricks out there with different banks and stuff that would allow you to get that leverage you need, all right? But that's something that you definitely should take into consideration. Just remember, like I said, that gas station Visa is through Synchrony. However, Chevron Credit Union, it has its own credit card that's issued through Elon Financial. Okay, so there is a difference between the two. All right. Now, the average credit score, I would tell you, I'm always telling you guys, when it comes to you joining new credit unions, I always tell you to make sure you get the checking and the savings account. And if they have a small CD or money market account, the reason is you always want to garden the relationship so that they can start building and trying to trust you. Also, one of the bigger things, if you actually are able to do a direct deposit, okay? Now, they do offer a secured, they do offer a secured loan. Now, this is good. And the reason why it's good, because if you have bad credit and you're joining them, then being able to take out a secured loan and that puts you into their internal system, right? And so by you utilizing that secured loan, building a relationship with them, that also gives you a trade line. Now, the best places where you can actually get another loan to take that money and put it into that secure loan with Chevron, you would have to go like to Green Dollar Loan that offers loans at interest rates of 5.99 up to 35.99, and their loans go up to $5,000. The best thing about that, it is a platform, and those type of loans do not report on your personal credit report. Okay, that's the same as with low credit finance that I was talking to you about that goes up to $50,000. All right, and their interest rates is 5.99 up to 35.99. Okay, so you use those type of loans because one, they're not going to do a hard pull on the credit. Number two, they are a platform, so they're going to work with a different tribal lenders and stuff like that. Number three, it won't report on the credit. So no hard pull and no reporting on the credit. That's a win-win in reference to getting a loan. And so you can use that money to pay down some of your revolving debt. And like I said, with the Chevron Credit Union, getting their secured loan, okay, so that you can actually get into their database, plus use a little of that money to open up a checking account, a savings account, and like I said, a CD. The main part about this is making sure that you actually build a relationship. A lot of people want to join these credit unions and they want to jump right off the back and start applying for products and stuff. And again, the thing I tell you is best to always just give it time, 60, 90 days. All right. Now, like I said, the best part about with this Chevron also is that they offer the personal loan. Granted, it's only $25,000. However, you don't have to make any payments for up to 90 days. Okay, so that's one of the great things about this here credit union that I like. So if you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.